Greetings, automotive enthusiasts. Today is a bittersweet day. As you can see back there on the trailer, we have our little 1964 Volkswagen Beetle. And why is it on a trailer? Well, it is sold. Me and Becky have absolutely loved this little car, driven it around quite a bit actually. Got a gentleman up in Pekin, Illinois, who has purchased the car. And normally, you know, customers, they purchase the car and we have them, you know, they have them shipped. But an interesting thing has happened here. I'll show you. So I am with my friend Brian from Epicenter Garage.
Man,
why are we going to Wisconsin?
I have no idea.
You better have an idea.
Well, on the way to deliver this stinking Beetle, and then we're going to pick up something cool.
Yes,
we're going to get something. I hope so. Keep our fingers crossed that it pans out. You know how these car things work.
Oh, I know.
You don't know the real condition until you get there, so we're going to crawl all over that puppy.
Has the guy responded since yesterday? Do we even know if he's ghosted us yet or not?
No. Lesson number one, do not get in a vehicle and drive 800 miles if the person has not contacted you.
Unless you're us.
Unless you're us. And so you just go on a whim and you're like, yeah, you know, he'll respond.
Oh, so what we're doing here is Brian is going up to Wisconsin to buy a car, and Pekin, Illinois is literally on our way.
Yes.
So I told the gentleman, I'm like, well, instead of paying his shipper, why don't you just pay my buddy Brian, and and then Brian's like, well, why don't you ride along? And I'm like, why not?
We're
of
always
course.
open for an adventure, especially you.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So we're actually delivering this customer, which is really cool because he's a man, and so I'm excited to meet him. And also, being me, I'm shopping for cars.
God.
And
Bob's
so
over there like,
I know.
Cars. You did find some cool stuff.
I did. I've got 2 or 3 cars on the line.
I'm kind of jealous of the cars you've been finding. I'm like, why don't you drive and I'll look for more cars? Come on.
I know, right? Oh, I'll take my turn at the wheel. But yeah, so this could turn in from a delivery to also an acquisition. So let's jump in this truck.
You're gonna buy something.
Yeah.
I know you. You cannot head home.
Let me do my crystal 8 ball, right?
Yeah, you're
the chances are looking good.
Yes, they are.
All right. Well, let's get back on the road. All right, we've made it here to Pekin, Illinois, and this is the gentleman Dan who's bought the car from us. Dan, it's nice to meet you, sir. So, what's your first impressions of the little Beetle?
Looks great.
It looks great. And you've got some history. You said you've had Beetles before.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. What did you have in the past?
It was either a 60 or 63. I got it when I got out of the Navy in 73.
Oh, wow. Okay. So very well, kind of like reliving your youth and car then, huh?
Yeah.
What color was it?
Red.
Red, huh? So really this is kind of like going back to that. I mean, they probably really didn't change much. I think this is probably the same basic car, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Well, awesome. You know, it's funny because I have my first car that I got in high school, a 79 Mercury Capri. And I kind of did the same thing. I went and, it's not the exact car, but I went and found one, you know, that was the same car. So a lot of fun. Well, I will get her unloaded here and fired up and let you check it out. All right. There's Dan driving his new prize. Had a smile on his face. Well, Dan, did that bring back any memories?
Yeah.
Did it just feel like riding a bicycle? Did it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Dan says he's got some cool cars in his garage. So if you want to show us some cars, that'd be awesome. Well, excited to see what Dan's got in the garage. Let's check it out. See, this is why it's so much fun. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, gas.
Holy cow.
55. So what engine's in that?
350.
Oh my goodness, Dan. That is so cool. Tell us, what do we got here? Tell me about this car.
Well, it's 55 Chevy.
Uh-huh.
I did a ground up restoration on it.
Did it all yourself?
Yep. Everything.
Wow. Paint and all.
Paint and all.
Man, that's talent. That is incredible. 4-speed.
The only thing I didn't do was sew the material,
Okay.
but I installed it.
Did you really?
That color is really
something
beautiful.
else.
What's the color called?
Sea Mist Green, I believe it is.
That is beautiful.
That is awesome. Holy cow.
It's a little dusty right now.
Now, have you run it down the drags before?
Nope, never have.
Wow. Oh yeah, keep that heat in here. Oh, look at the headers coming out around the frame. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
gosh. That is nice, Dan.
Yeah, you don't see gases
Holy
like this every day.
cow.
Yeah, I guess a lot of looks and compliments waiting.
Oh, I bet it does.
That is super cool.
Yeah, just the way these things sit. This is just, yeah, this is really cool.
Look at this car. That is incredible. It is awesome.
So where'd you
Wow.
find this car before you restored it?
It's here in this state.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's probably about an hour from here.
Was it in fairly decent shape, or
It
was
was
it like?
it was in primer,
Oh, it was. Okay.
but it was rougher than a cow. Every panel was weighty, but it was solid. The floors, got the original floors still in it.
Wow.
That is incredible.
Wicked cool.
I love Corvettes. Tell me about this Corvette.
The 64, it had a frame off restoration up in Wisconsin.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure when it was restored.
Did you buy it like this?
I did buy it in that condition.
Okay. I absolutely love the white with the red. Right now I have an 82 Porsche 911 Turbo, white with red.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good color combination.
It is. It is beautiful. So is this the 327?
Yep.
Man, look at this.
Guys, and they all love this color combination.
Oh, this is just gorgeous. And with the red line tires?
Yeah.
Oh, man. How long have you had this car?
I've only had it a couple of years.
A couple of years?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Dan, keep my number. Keep my number. Okay? If you ever decide, I had a 69 Stingray convertible. It was a 354 speed, and that was a great car. I love that car. I was born in 69, so it was kind of my childhood car. But I love these. I love convertibles.
Yeah, I do too. I just love driving from the top down.
Oh my
I
gosh.
usually pull this hard top off down the frame.
Oh, absolutely. I just had and sold, I had a 57 Thunderbird. And it had a manual in it, which is really rare for a Thunderbird. And so I kind of love the cars from this era. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful car.
All original.
What?
Completely original car.
No.
Yeah.
No, this is,
It's been painted.
okay.
Like I said, it was restored.
Okay, okay.
Frame up.
But you're saying that it's all original components.
All components.
Okay, okay.
And they're all marked like they were from the factory.
Yeah, so it's an original restoration
Yeah.
per se, right? Okay.
That is something.
That is
Did
beautiful.
you ever go to the Bloomington Gold?
I was gonna go this year because it was back in Bloomington.
It is back in Bloomington. Good,
Yeah.
they brought it because I used to live in Bloomington, Illinois. So,
Yeah. But I didn't make it. I really wanted to go with this.
man, because they had moved it down to Springfield at one
Yeah,
time.
they've had a few places I heard.
Oh, have they really?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So they ended up back in Bloomington this year.
When I was growing up, when I was Hayes' age, every year
This
that
car's
we would have
gorgeous.
Bloomington. I was so excited because I mean, just the sheer volume of Corvettes that show up is spectacular.
Love the round tail lights.
Wow, boy, this is really nice.
This is beautiful, Dan.
And the red interior just gets pop.
Yeah, I'm glad that it didn't have black interior because it
Yeah.
was really hot in the summer.
That's true.
There you go.
A friend of mine, he's got a 62 red with black interior, and we go to a cruise or something. When he gets in the car, he's like burning.
I was like
Legs,
sitting on a
yeah.
frying pan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, you got an eclectic taste.
I mean, from Corvettes to Gassers to a Beetle, that's the way we are.
Right.
Anything with an engine in it, oh man.
But you know, all these cars are time machines, though. They take us back to our youth, right? I mean, you know, the Beetle was just your basic transportation, and this was probably your dream car, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So but you love both of them, right? That's the way I am. You know, you got your dream car, then you got your daily, and you probably almost have more fond memories of your daily than you do your dream car, you know, because you lived in it every day. Oh
I can
man.
tell you some crazy stories in that VW, my first VW.
Uh-oh. What's the best one? What's the best story?
Going down a real steep hill and it died on me. And at the time I was restoring the interior, so I had the doorknobs and handles off.
Oh my.
Well, I go down the hill and it died, so I'm pumping it, cranking it over, nothing. All of a sudden, kaboom, the gas line had come off and I was pumping gas all over the engine.
Oh my
It caught on fire
goodness.
and I lifted the back end of the car in the air. Going
No.
down this steep hill.
And there was an explode. Boom. Like,
No door
yeah.
handles on.
No door handles. We get down to the bottom, I get stopped, and there was a guy in the back seat.
In the back seat?
He crawled over the passenger in the front seat and out the window before he could get the door open.
He was getting his butt out of there, wasn't he? Holy
He said
cow.
as soon as the hair on his arm went, ignited.
So there was so much vapor and fumes, and then it ignited, and then it's trapped by the engine lid, so the only place for the exhaust gas to go is down, and it actually lifted the car. Holy cow.
And another time, I was coming down the same hill, and I went to hit the brakes, and there was no brakes. I thought, what the hell? I looked out to the side, the axle had come loose on the driver's side, and the wheel had slid, the whole axle slid out.
Oh my
And the
goodness.
tire was sticking out about 2 foot past the body.
The axle attack.
Yeah.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
going down this hill, it's like straight down. I go to hit the emergency brake, no emergency brake, no
Nothing.
gears.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I got all the way, it ended up at T to a busy 2-lane
Yeah.
highway.
Oh
So I
my goodness.
got down there and just did a big circle. Luckily there was no traffic going by.
You're kidding me.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Well, hopefully this thing will not have those. Probably a little better.
Well, I do got some seat time in it, and then that thing has had zero issues on it. So hopefully it continues that.
The
But
funny part is, the sheriff's department showed up both times when I had those problems on that hill. The second time he says, you better choose a different route.
or a different car,
Yeah.
right? Oh man, this is awesome. This is why it's fun. That's why I decided to come along with Brian, you know, because this is kind of his trip. But I was like, you know, I love meeting people, and you said that you had cars and all that stuff, and I love meeting people and sharing car stories and just having fun, because that's what it's all about. Is, you know, the cars are fun, but the people are even greater. So, well, Dan, I appreciate you sharing all this stuff with us. I got some paperwork for you. We'll get in there. But like I said, whenever you get tired of this Corvette, you got my number, all right? All right. Well, guys, what did you think of Dan there?
That guy
It was awesome.
That guy was cool.
That guy
If
was
every
awesome.
customer of yours could be that cool,
Right? It
Yes.
just, I mean, but it's guys like Dan, though, that like when you get those nightmare customers, and you know, but
that needs to be an episode someday. Nightmare customer.
oh, you know, but it's guys like that where it just kind of like renews your, you know, faith in humanity, you know.
Man, the stories he had.
Oh,
I could hang out with a guy like that for a long time.
Oh, he was such a
nice
cool guy, and
Nice guy.
And this trip was worth it just to meet him. You know what I'm saying?
was.
Like,
It
you
was.
know, because I had talked to him on the phone for quite a while.
Yeah.
And what was interesting is when we were chatting off camera or whatever, you know, and we were chatting about stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And he said that he had watched the video 10 times. You know what I mean? And he
I
said,
like you, Bob, but I'm not watching. Maybe twice.
I know,
maximum.
I know. But see, but that's what I always say. I'm like, you know, well, the Car Quest things, you know, those are interesting and, you know, entertaining, and for like people to watch, because people are always
Right.
saying, you know, like, man, where did you find that car, or you know, where did that car go, and they want to kind of know the backstories, you
Right.
know. And so that's why I kind of started doing some of this. But you know, but the car overviews are not really necessarily entertainment, right?
Oh no, they're boring as hell.
Yeah,
I'm kidding,
right.
I'm kidding.
But it
no,
is-
if you're interested in buying that car,
Yes.
absolutely, like
Yes.
that guy who
Yeah.
watched it wasted 10 hours of his life watching. No,
That's
I'm
hilarious.
kidding.
That's
I'm
funny.
kidding. I would too. I mean,
Yeah.
if I was literally in
And that was the car you were buying.
Oh, absolutely.
You would watch it.
Maybe
I mean,
not 10 times. but
Yeah, right,
at
not
least
10
couple.
times. But then he poured over the pictures and stuff
Yeah,
and
he
everything.
did. Yeah, he
But you know that's what that's for. It's, it's like a customer service thing or
Yeah, because
whatever.
if you can't be there in person, that's the next best thing.
And I try to represent the car, you know.
And you do. You do a good
Because
job.
I guess the deal is I've gotten
I would buy a
hosed.
car from you. I have bought a
You sure?
car from you.
Didn't you return
It still runs. Too.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've gotten hosed over so many times, and you know that feeling, right?
Yeah.
You know, and it's
Yeah.
just like you know, it's such a bad experience and a bad feeling, and so I mean, and
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. I mean, I don't call everything,
Oh no.
but you know, I do my best to call out the car within
Yeah.
within reason or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so
that was a pleasure.
It was.
I gotta
It
say,
was.
and he was
fun.
excited. He's had a Beetle in the past.
Yes.
And the memories that it's going to be bring back for he and his wife.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. I can't wait to think of them like today. It's cold outside, fired up, get the heater. Well, you got to be rolling to get the heater.
Yep,
right? 'Cause you're ready,
yep.
Because that's the way the Beetles are. But just cruising around that car is just they're gonna have.
I hope he gets it out today. He throws that tag on there and goes. I bet he will.
Oh.
He's gonna drive that
He
car.
could not wait to jump in.
I
And
know,
Back it off.
I know.
Once you backed it off the
Oh.
back, he wouldn't pop in it. And
I
he's
know.
like, "Can you pull forward so I can drive it up?" I'm like, "Yes."
I tried to get my camera ready, and I couldn't even get it ready before he was buzzing around the deal.
But that's cool. You want? Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I'd be the same way.
Right.
You know, I try to put myself in his shoes. I'm like, I wouldn't want to jump in that thing.
Okay, so switching gears.
Yes.
Switching gears.
Yes.
Okay. The Beetle delivery is done, and now it's the
Yes.
Brian show. How is this going? This car, I'm not going to divulge. Brian's allegedly or theoretically buying a really cool car, and I'm going to let you. So you got to go to Epicenter Garage to see
a disaster.
the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say.
This might be
right?
the highlight of this trip. You delivering a car, because I was hoping that the highlight would, although I was looking forward to this,
Right.
would literally be me getting this car, or Hayes and I together, father and son getting this car. But that might have
This
been
is the train wreck portion of our show.
Oh,
But
man.
you're gonna have to go to Brian's channel, Epicenter Garage.
If you like disappointment,
What is the
if you-
status right now?
So the status is now. So I had no contact. It's like this guy's like on a submarine in like the Northern Pacific, like no contact at all. And then every time I send him a message, it says, he has it silenced, and then it comes up and it says, "Are you sure you want to send this message to notify?" I'm like, "Yes," click. And so I know he's getting my messages.
boy.
So anyway, so that being said, I tried calling him. It went to his voicemail, and he just sent me a message. We had worked this out that I finally got contact. So the submarine has surfaced, and he sent me a message and said, "Well, I work from 1 to 9. So here it is, 2:30. We have 3 hours to go."
You tell that now. We know that now.
Right. So we're going to be looking at this car at 9 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy you a nice steak dinner. I'm going to let you chew on the steak a little bit. And we'll go sit down in a nice restaurant, celebrate your good fortune of selling a car to a fun customer.
Yeah.
And then we will eat steak over my disparity.
Oh my gosh.
It will work out. What am I
so-
saying? It's going to work out.
There you
I don't
go.
want to
So
jinx ourselves.
tune into Brian's channel for the rest of the story. Everybody's too young here to know Paul Harvey, probably. So, hey,
doesn't know
so
who that is.
the old guys, okay, out there, I know y'all are watching. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
All right. Well, at least we're getting a steak out of this, right, Hayes?
We got to head further north. So let's turn this ship north and
Off north to Alaska. We're
All
going
right.
north. Man,
we got to
dating
get
myself.
going because my stomach is.
We're in no
grumbling.
rush.
Well, that's true. We have multiple hours.
Mush.
Mush,
Let's go.
mush.